Hello everyone, and welcome to another invasive species episode, where today I'm going to be sharing with you something I had to learn myself the first year of trying to take out invasive species on the property. The lesson has two parts. First, that your time is valuable, and second, that other plants are really doing most of the work with you. Now, I'll explain this with an example. You'll see this is a very well-traversed path, and you'll see a bunch of little multiflora roses, about some Asian bittersweet all over the place, but I haven't bent over and pulled these yet, and that's for the reason I'm about to get to. This is an area with intense top forest cover. The fact of the matter is that these plants here have almost no chance of surviving to the point where they make flowers and then go to seed and make more plants. They can, but it's unlikely for the individual plants. Unfortunately, if you get caught up with pulling all the little multiflora rose plants in this area, you're going to have a very limited range that you can control. The fact of the matter is, if you want to cover the maximum area and help the most amount of native plant species, you have to understand that these trees are doing 99% of the work for you. All you have to do is strategically take out the 1% they can't get. In a way, it's not the species that's the problem. It's individuals of a species and groups of those individuals. You don't need to focus on just identifying every plant with those type of leaves and identifying that as an invasive and pulling it out, because if you do that, you're going to waste a lot of time on plants that had no chance of surviving anyway. Now, that doesn't mean you won't have to check the forest floor every once in a while, because some areas, just because of where they are, might get a little more sun, or other factors may lead to a specific invasive plant doing better than maybe it should in the undergrowth of a forest. But generally, you don't have to worry about these as much, and you shouldn't focus on them. What you should do is you should look around at other areas to see that maybe there might be some other plants that need your attention. As it is, most of these multiflora rose plants are probably the seedlings of plants that are growing in areas like clearings where they are doing well. In many ways, the invasive plant population in adjacent areas is just as important as the population in your area. Seeds can go quite far. This also means that if you have some neighbors that are having problems with invasive species, even though they might not know it, you can offer to help them remove those plants. Anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. It's easy to identify these plants and really try to get rid of them in a specific area, but with the way nature works, it's best to think strategically about what you need to be focusing on. Anyway, I hope you guys learned something and enjoyed. See ya.